today on In the Woodyard, we've got a big pile of beech we need to finish off. It's gonna make a mess, and I just cleaned the mess up, but we gotta get it done. I got all kinds of free wood here. It's beech and it's dry pretty much, but I'm splitting it down so that it can be made into sizes of pieces that my customers want. So we're running the Wedge 17 RS, the fast splitter. It's awesome with auto cycle. And it's going along really good. We're splitting right into the bucket, and we're going to take it and we're going to dump it into a bin, and I'm separating it from all the other wood because I do have enough beech now that if someone wants it, I can sell them the beech. But I'm probably going to end up selling it as an alternative to oak because very few people in my area even know what beech is because it's not plentiful and they've never used it in the past. I generally have to tell people I've got some beech, and they'll say like, what is it? Like, well, it's like kind of a combination between hard maple and oak. Very good wood, very good BTUs, burns great, smells nice. And so I'm kind of having to educate people as to what it is, and that's what we're splitting here today. You can see all the pieces going now. All of this wood came, you saw that I got it from a lady, if you were watching the other videos, which you should have been. I got it from a lady who had some tree service done, and she had the guys about a year ago cut this up all into 16-inch rounds, pretty much. Now, there's some bigger stuff, and there's some smaller stuff I'm gonna need to cut down. And it was free. All I had to do is go pick it up. It was a few miles away, maybe 10 miles from the woodyard, and I was able to drive right up next to it and just load it up. And like I said, you should have seen that video with me loading them up, and today we're gonna get it split up. Now, some of it, as I was splitting, I could see it was dry. The small ones especially were very dry. And then some of the bigger ones obviously were wet on the inside. And ended up being a pretty nice bunch of wood. The tractor kind of ran away on me there. The brake came off and it rolled right down into me. And so we had all kinds of stuff happening here. So we're gonna get to splitting, and you can just watch as it goes. We're gonna dump a bunch in the bin. So we're splitting along like a happy little boy, and I had this one piece right here. It's got a double center and it's got a crotchiness. There's a knot over here, and it's a dry cut on both ends, and as you can see, it's stuck. I rammed it 5 or 6 times and it just got worse and worse, and now it's really stuck. So I haven't done this yet with the Wedge with the 17 RS. I've done this quite a few times with the Ultra, where I've stuck one on a 4-way and then pulled it off with a chain. So I just went and got the chain, and I got this on here. So I'm gonna be able to wrap the chain around here, come around and hook it here somehow or down here. I've never done it with the Wedge, so we'll figure it out. I might be able to hook it. I don't know if I can get the hook right here. If this was narrower right here, if there was like if this was ground down thinner, I could probably put the hook of the chain right there and just pull it back. So I'm gonna use the hydraulics just to pull it backwards like I've done lots of times. For those of you that have never seen this before, somebody on the channel, I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but told me, said, hey, try a chain, hook it up to your log and then just use your hydraulics to pull it back. And first time I did it was like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have known this 50 years ago. And I showed several other people I've had on the channel lots of times. I showed my brother Kenny, he was like, talk about one of those seeing the light bulb moments, because we've always hopped up on top and then you pound on it with a maul, but using the hydraulics makes it real easy. So I'm gonna hook the chain up, we're gonna pull it back and just kind of pull it off of there. You'll see real quick here how easy it is. All right, so you don't need a real heavy chain or a long chain. So it's gonna go around here. And I think I might be able to just go like this. If I get this low enough, I might be able to just hook it right here. See, if I had like a pin I could put right there, that would be awesome. Well, let's give this a try. I might be able to get it like this. I'll take you guys down here so you can see. So I just got it wrapped around this little lip right here. And if there was some type of a hook right here or a notch cut that you could just hook the chain into, that would work. But we're gonna give this a try. You don't need much. All it takes is a little nudge, but we'll start it up here and see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna come around to the other side. Yeah, I think that's gonna hook pretty good there. Push this down a little bit here. There we go, that'll be better. That'll keep this down here. All right, let's give this a try. Look at that. Easy peasy. That works good. There it is. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is land spreading so far and wide. Keep my hands in the countryside. The chores. Fresh air.
Look at the beauty. Maybe not so beautiful, but it's cleaned up. I got that part all done. Went pretty good. All I got left to do now is this tree service stuff over here. This is all a mix of stuff, maple, locust, ash, stuff like that. That's what's in here, so that's got to get done. And then we got this white oak. It's a never-ending job. More just keeps coming. Anyway, I got this cleaned up, so that feels good to have that done for today.